You're right. We should sell Odd Horizons merch, including a fedora that's been worn by Harmon for at least 12 hours.
12 hours straight, or like just 12 hours combined?
12 hours straight.
So
12 hours straight
you get
in the
some sweat
sun.
and dandruff in there. Ooh.
Yeah,
Unironically, used to own a fedora. I used to have
We
two
know.
fedoras.
Harmon,
I
can I give
didn't
you
even
a
know that.
cutoff t-shirt that says "Here's the thong"? And it's just you and a thong underneath it.
Not you.
Please, please.
I have a fedora. I think it was from like the last musical we did, and I haven't seen it since.
That's probably for the
Parents
best,
probably
buddy.
threw it away.
You're not wrong.
I don't
You
know
know,
if I have
Jared-
any memorabilia from the musicals anymore, to be quite frank.
Jared, the fact that you don't have that fedora, that's why you've been striking out with girls. You need to get that fedora or get a new one, put it in your dating profile, and see how it goes.
Get the fedora, have the neck beard go all the
lady?
way down to my chest. Have my chest hair connect with my neck beard hair. It just looks like asphalt. It's
Ugh.
a road.
Christ.
Yeah,
Well,
we can
welcome to the
stop talking about that
podcast.
now. We can move on.
Welcome to the podcast, everyone. We got the full town hall meeting going on here. We're all thug shaking, oiled up for
Yeah.
episode 59. Pretty good. How's everyone doing, huh? How we feeling?
We're alive.
Doing pretty good.
The sun's out. It's
Peachy.
nice.
It's getting warm.
It's getting
Another
really warm.
game to my completed
Dude.
list.
Friday is gonna be tough. I think it's supposed to be like 78, and I'm just like, bro. Time
Jared,
for
you act like
industrial
you
AC
don't
to
sit
come
inside
out.
an AC fucking house anyways.
Bro, the AC ain't getting turned on till like June. Be for real.
It's 78 degrees. What do you want in life?
I want frigid temperature.
You're an idiot. Oh my god.
I mean, I like it on the cool side. I think it's worse today just because it went from like yesterday, it was like a crisp 45, and then it's
Mhm.
jumped up like 20 degrees in 24 hours. So I just feel like that's why it's the shocking. Like, you need to acclimate, you know?
Like 78 itself isn't bad. It's the fact that where my room is positioned, it will have the sun shining on it the whole day, and I'll just cook to death in here.
Jared doesn't know what curtains are.
Dog, the curtains don't do shit.
Mine
You get
do a
got
decent
bad
job for
curtains.
the most part of blocking.
Well, mine are fucking decorative curtains that my mother insists on having, and my room is in
Oh,
the front of
right.
the house, so like
Right.
it doesn't
like-
matter.
I
I feel like
forgot.
talking about this, Jared can't
Yeah.
like any decorative choice
Decorative?
in his own room because it doesn't match the rest of the house.
We're gonna cut
Is his
Harmon.
mic messing up?
That,
Yeah.
that was really
Yes.
cool,
Cut him.
Roberto.
Cut him. Cut him from the podcast. Cut him from the
You have
company.
been voted for having terrible mic, therefore you will be voted.
Opinion invalidated. Smoke alarm went off.
Probably the best.
No.
Oh,
There it is.
uh-oh.
It's dying.
No, it's not dying. It doesn't have batteries.
Oh. Oh,
No, I meant you.
I would
I'm
already
on
be
my way to
dead.
kill you.
Yeah, run that last section back because that's not going to be there on Craig.
I'm on my way to your home.
Well, what
17,
section do you want me to
17.
run back?
Just we talked about the decorative. Well, it's fine. It doesn't matter.
Jared can't have any say on what his room looks like other than the stuff he has on his shelves because it doesn't fit the theme that his mother has.
Yeah, I forgot we did talk. I believe it was on a podcast talking about how you always sound like an asthmatic hooked up to a CPAP. But it's like, oh yeah, I can't change my curtains because it's the front facing whatever. And I'm like, yeah, but doesn't your house sit like 3/4 of a mile away from the road where no one's gonna be
Yes.
able to see it?
Yes.
Nice.
Yeah,
The
literally.
only time
Dude.
I've ever looked into Jarrett's room is when I was stalking him at night, and I was seeing if he'd stand naked by the window. That's it. That's it. I've
wild.
never.
He's waiting for me to be in the room with like a cigarette in my mouth, fucking like just out of the shower, just fucking doing stretches and shit. Like, hey.
Ugh.
Going on that, like going into sophomore year in high school, I was at another guy that we went to high school with. He lived next to Jarrett, and we were all camping out by his pond. And I kept texting Jarrett. I'm like, "Get your ass over here." He's like, "No, I'm gonna sleep in the AC. I don't want to sleep out in a tent where I'm gonna be hot as fuck." And so all of us,
Sure.
he's like, I'm like, "All right, fine. We're gonna come fucking annoy you." Then he's like, "Don't you do it. I swear to God, if my dog starts barking, I'm gonna come out there and shoot all of you." So like a group of 5 or 6 motherfuckers of us just started like screeching outside of his house, and we can just hear his dog. He both of his dogs at the time just going nuts, and I get a call from it, and he's like, "You have 5 seconds to run away, or I'm coming out with the gun."
No, you don't understand why I don't want to go camping again. I did my time tent camping for like fucking 9 years as a part of the Boy Scouts and shit.
Well, yeah, you got victimized.
Yeah, like,
Scoutmaster.
I mean,
like,
like we're not gonna touch you on a camping trip.
that's not it.
Well,
It might be okay. It might be different now, like because we have
Alcohol.
more
With
limited
alcohol,
we
yeah,
have
exactly.
alcohol, yeah, like because then at that point I'll just pass out. I won't remember.
Like,
Then I'll
Jared,
wake
Oh,
up
yeah,
and
that would be really
camping
fun.
full with liquor, and you're like, oh, that's a great idea. Where are we going? Fucking middle of Wyoming? Deal.
Guys, if we get to the
then you
summit,
throw up
we're
all
fucked.
inside the tent.
No, if we share a sleeping bag, just know I'm a light bladder when it comes to nighttime.
when we go camping, Skippy and I are each gonna have a bottle of Grey Goose, and we're gonna get to the mountains again.
Nope. Never seen Grey Goose again in my life.
Like,
Oh,
I think it could be fun. I think we should look into the possibility of since camping excursion.
we could do arrow roulette.
Yeah, add that with the liquor. That's a great idea, Jared.
Yeah,
It definitely
I
won't
think
make
I'll
you like the
pass on
entire way
that.
there. Me already being at like the end of my rope, and then I start drinking, and then I'm holding a bow and looking at you, and just visualizing my end game.
See, here's the point. Andrew's gonna be driving, and Jared's just gonna be talking to him like the entire time. Like, so Andrew, like, what are we gonna do here at this campsite? Like, are we gonna go kayaking, whitewater rafting, tubing, even?
He's gonna be showing them goddamn
And then
TikToks.
on top of having like TikToks at max volume, sitting
Whole
2 feet away from him.
Cole and I driving to fucking Indianapolis. The whole time we're not on fucking TikTok at all. And then we get in the fucking traffic and I'm immediately showing Cole TikTok and Cole's pulling out his phone. Like, oh yeah, see this one, it's cool.
It's almost as good as drunk driving.
I mean,
We do not condone this behavior.
I mean, if you're good at it,
Don't ruin it for the rest of us.
right.
Honestly.
It's not drunk drivers, it's drunk crashers.
There's drunk drivers and there's non-dedicated drunk drivers.
Yeah, I
Name
vote
of
We're not
practice.
camping trip.
dedicated.
And then, you know, hey, my only rule is it can't just be me and Jarrett in a car, and Jarrett can't have shotgun, or if he does and you annoy me, Jarrett, I will turn off your AC.
And there can't be any sizably middle class larger houses, or every time he sees them, look at that house, is huge. Oh my god, guys. That house is huge. I'm like, Jared, I'm gonna beat the fuck out of you. Oh my
No,
god, that one's
that's a really big one.
ginormous. Jared, that's a 2-bedroom house with 100 square feet. Oh.
Hey, anything's an upgrade than my fucking park bench I got in downtown New Orleans.
Don't go to New
Literally.
Orleans. Problem solved.
Fucking that phone call, because I was like sitting there, like I was like getting ready all day, because I had like procrastinated doing like a bunch of stuff. So I was like, oh, fuck, like clean, make sure that's there, make sure that's stocked. I went out and got all the extra things. I got a whole other pack of toilet paper. My mom's like, you have toilet paper, and I'm like, right, but I have 7 men coming here, you know. So like there's that.
We will be obliterating these toilets.
I was like, men poop a lot. I'm like getting all this stuff, and then I get that phone
I don't
call,
think we blew him up
and then it's
too
just,
bad.
that's a big house. That's a really big house. That's a really big house. Hey, we should patch Harmon into the call. Patch Harmon into the call. Everyone starts jumping on Harmon. Harmon
Well,
leaves the call. We
I was
assume Harmon's dead at the wheel.
Didn't
We're
we?
driving
Time
home.
out. Didn't we make fun of him so he left the call the first time, and that was
Well,
the
we
second
thought that-
time? Harmon, I guess I'm asking you.
I don't remember. I choose to ignore a lot of those and not remember a lot of those moments.
I'll remember for him. Yes, we were driving through Dayton when we called Harmon the first time. We bullied him off the phone, and we're like, man, Harmon either left or he killed himself or he's dead in the side of a highway. And then we got like 30 minutes from Andrew's house. We called him again, and he goes, what the fuck do you guys want? I'm talking to my girlfriend. We're like, oh, we thought you died. And then all you hear is Jared, that's a big house. That's a big house. Like, bruh.
That was a nightmare. And then the morning,
calling me when I was in
the
mid
morning of,
conversation.
like, oh, we're going to Ren. Let's make sure everyone's ready to go as much as possible to the night before. And then the day of, and like after stuff was still in the bag, and I'm like, when like we went and came back from getting donuts and like running through Kroger really quick, that was like a 45-minute excursion between travel time in store time and then back.
It might have
That
been
is
longer
probably
than that.
more.
I remember that.
Me
It
and
took
Jared
us a
both
while.
showered and got dressed by the time you
Yes.
guys got back.
Yes.
I don't remember.
It was a while, and we came back, and like I think Jarrett was like had a towel wrapped around him when we walked in. Like,
No, I'm pretty sure I was fully dressed by that point.
No, you weren't. No, you weren't. You might have had clothes on. You were not fully dressed for the rent.
Commander of the watch wasn't dressed.
I had to go get your donuts, fat ass.
That is
I didn't need donuts. The only thing I needed was that fucking Doers in my fucking flask, and I was good to go.
yeah,
you inhaled that
Like,
donut though.
donut.
I mean, like, if
were
you
good
put a
donuts.
donut in front of a fat kid, it's gonna be gone. Like, I mean, regardless if they're hungry or not, it's just gonna be gone.
yeah. I was like, oh, like this would be a nice little. You give us a little bit of sugar to like start the day, and then it would buy us some time before it'd be like lunchtime. Then we could get food at the Ren Fair. Lottie freaking da.
Oh, those
Yeah,
fucking
I'm like doing all my stuff.
thighs, the turkey thighs.
Everyone bought their own turkey leg and each ate a collective full turkey leg.
Well, if my turkey
Yeah.
leg wasn't the size of 3 morbidly obese turkeys combined into one horrible mutation, I probably could have ate a whole turkey leg.
That's how
But the
they
fact that
are.
thing was was bigger than my thigh, had an issue.
It was not bigger than your thigh.
No,
It was
that
huge.
was definitely-
That was
definitely
at
not
least
bigger
a
than your
5-pound turkey leg.
I think
that
the
thing
big-
was
I
think
ginormous.
5 pounds is bigger than your thigh.
Skippy.
Well,
We've
my
seen
near
your
quad.
thighs. Yep.
I tried, but like that Guinness, I think my mistake was having a Guinness dog, and then like I think like 45 minutes later we were already getting a turkey leg, and I was like, oh no, I fucking inhaled that Guinness dog. That thing was good.
I told you. I know my way
we-
around.
And now we got to decide on what weekend we're going back again.
Yeah, we actually should probably iron out that sooner rather than later off of the podcast. But
Honestly,
that way we can potentially get those bonus tickets for extra events. I didn't have them on there when I looked the other day, so I need to figure out what that system looks like, or if they're just not doing it this year. Because I liked when I was looking and they had like a whiskey flight tasting or whatever. I'm like, I'd pay a little bit extra money to have that. Like, but
We will be there.
We definitely
We will
need
not.
2
We will
cars.
not be there for a certain strength competition that lasted 2 hours for no reason.
All right, you don't have to watch me win
Oh,
it next year.
yeah.
It's fine.
You didn't win.
You didn't win.
I said you don't have to watch me
You
win
tend
it
to do that couldn't
next
stand
year.
up straight.
Okay, they fucking jacked that thing up in the end. I don't want to hear it. Instead of going like half a click, because all those fucking dudes were like.
I found it so
reasonably strong.
fucking hilarious. The game master was like, "No one's beat me," and he was out like within the first round.
No,
okay.
no. Don't
He was
say
out.
it like
He was one of the first ones out. Yes, he
Well,
was.
no, he wasn't. No, he wasn't, Harmon. He didn't play until the very end when
He
they fucking
play,
jacked it
and
all the
then
way
he
up.
stopped and then
And by
joined
that-
back in once he got out.
he's correct.
Oh, he was doing it. He was doing it one
Yeah,
handed.
because it's on the baby mode.
Yeah, they're like, oh, this is the easiest thing possible.
Correct.
Let's move it by like half an extra click. Ooh. And then they kept
Let's do
doing
3
that
cranks.
for 30 people each time. It's like, dude,
And then
crank that
eventually they're
bitch.
like, "Oh, let's do
As
20
soon as-
clanks."
no, like as soon as that second fucking line of people, like if we went through a second time and like everybody was still there except for maybe one person, they should have started going up by a fucking square.
Like,
It would have been like,
full
all
card
right,
or something
2,
like that. Yeah, no,
3, like 4, just keep going.
I
Crank
just
that bitch up.
like that Coleman came over like after his turn. He was like, "Yeah, that drunk guy behind me. He just like took down like 2 shelves of shit that these people were selling right by the game. They're pissed at him."
Yeah.
Yeah, they had a vendor tent sitting like, I don't know, it was like 100 feet away from this activity. But the line for the hammer game stretched all the way back there. So this dude would walk back there
Yeah,
stumbling.
I said walk is generous.
And he would stumble back there. And I think he
Yep.
knocked into it. Because the next time I got back there, they were like looking at him recording. And I can't remember if they were waiting for him to fall into the little pond that was sitting there or they were going to push him. But the vendors were pissed, and they were like, the one girl was like trying to hide her phone, like record him, and then the dude was like stand by the line, letting the guys go between him and the pond. I think he was waiting to shove the dude,
I mean,
and I don't think it happened, and I forget why
Well,
not. But
I'll
I
tell you
was
why
like,
not. because he went through and did his turn on one of them, proceeded to get knocked out, and then he came and sat down the ground next to us, face down, throwing up.
And Andrew was being the nice guy and like, "Hey, buddy, do you want some water?"
I wouldn't have. He was telling me he was Army or something. He was on like leave or whatnot. I'm like, you're a fucking idiot.
You heard it here first, folks. We also hate the troops.
Well, Coleman's a part of the military, so
Friendly fire.
I feel like it doesn't count.
it's friendly fire. It's friendly fire.
You're on leave. You're a loser.
I just hope we got emergency called back
We
that
don't
next
hate
day.
the troops.
Why aren't you in Kuwait right now? Stolen valor. Stolen valor.
Hey, I shave my face every day.
Cole's
That's all
gonna
that
be
matters.
that guy that has like a hat that's got like a forklift on it, and like he's gonna be going around like stolen valor. You didn't, sir.
You don't remember the jungle like I do.
There was about 3,000 pallets in the warehouse that night.
Hey, when I tell my kids that I went to Alaska, they don't need to know I was staying in a heated building, sleeping inside,
And calling
drinking
the
water.
boat captain fat.
I was in.
And got mad
I was
that a boat
in-
captain was drinking a Diet Coke.
Alaska, Charlie was.
No, I didn't get mad at him for it. I just made the comment that guys who drink Diet Coke are usually of the larger variety, and he so happened to be of the larger variety and drinking a Diet Coke. It was mere
Your
coincidence.
Charlie that was like in the trees and shit in Alaska was just a fucking bottle of Diet Coke. Just around like the Diet Coke is surrounding us. They're coming for our oil.
And someone's being real quiet as soon as Diet Coke and Big
I
Boys
know.
got brought.
I know I'm big. Diet Coke's good. I don't want to hear from fucking.
Well,
I
it's
want to drink
not-
Dr Pepper because I can taste the flavors.
I'd rather
No.
have zero
I'm sorry, I
sugar
have a
than
face palate.
Diet Coke. Or zero
Honestly,
Coke
Yeah.
zero sugar than Diet Coke.
Absolutely correct. Coke Zero. Like once they came out with that, they should have phased out Diet Coke.
Honestly, Coke
Won't
zero.
I
happen.
just
Diet
don't-
Coke. Diet Coke's bigger than Coke Zero will ever
well,
be.
like, what's the point of Diet Coke though? Like, what do they like cut off
Jarrett,
in it? Like,
that we don't know. That's the secret.
because like, isn't
there,
it?
there really is no. There was no point in being like, oh, we have this diet product, which is basically our normal product minus the sugar. So we put this fake sugar in, right? And now they have the technology where like, oh, we can just do this, no sugar.
Well,
it's the same
it's just-
fucking thing.
I
Yeah,
know.
so-
Like, I'm just like,
why?
I'm trying- I'm trying to remember because like, isn't there still calories involved with Diet Coke?
Diet Coke has 10, I believe.
Oh, I thought.
I'm looking at a bottle right now, 0 calories per serving.
Oh,
Zero
It's strictly
has, or-
just sodium.
Coke Zero maybe has 10.
No, Coke Zero also has zero. I'm also looking at a Coke Zero.
By 0.
Why was I thinking one of the diet ones is like,
If we're
like a
curious-
weird like 3 or 5, like some small amount of calories for whatever reason.
Coke Zero,
Barks Red Cream Soda has 170 calories. I'm
it's
looking
not a
at that.
diet
in case
or a
anybody's
zero
curious.
sugar.
Also
Hold on.
disgusting.
No. No.
I don't-
Since we're pulling
I
out
don't care,
random
I just
fucking
wanted to tell
bottles,
you.
Here's a Coca-Cola orange cream. It has 240 calories.
god damn.
Jesus, you
Say hello to Skippy's dad, everyone.
Dad,
Making a
you're
sur-
on TV.
Made a surprise appearance.
Listening to this next or on Saturday, he's like, "You dumb mother."
Yes.
He's like, when you're done on your little computer call, maybe you can help me finish this fucking deck.
Stop kissing the boy.
Notice how he didn't make a deck comment because he didn't want his dad to hear it.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
We were talking earlier
like
about-
Diet Coke.
we were talking about like the rationale behind moving the podcast back slightly later earlier, and we were talking about like Harmon goes, "What the hell does Skippy do for an hour and a half that he calls chores?" And I said, "Well, you see, every Tuesday he puts one nail into that deck and says eventually it will be done."
Yes.
What do you guys do? Like, how do you like what? You've been working on this deck for so long. What are you guys doing?
It's not what I'm doing. It's what he does. It's not. We haven't done.
So
we
you
haven't
what, you just
touched
sit there
it
and
since
watch him?
Probably October ish, maybe November.
No wonder why his
Just
hasn't
standing
been
there.
done.
He's standing there with
Okay,
a
hey.
seltzer in his hand, like, "That's
Like,
right."
let me know when you guys are done so I can whip you with this
It was up
bell.
to me. It would have been done in like a weekend, but no. It's two white boys that have no idea what the fuck they're doing half the time,
That-
just cutting wood.
And also a case of beer, and then you might have got Wagner there too, and then he might have stayed overnight.
Okay, it would have been at least 2 cases of beer and a handle of something, but yeah.
Fireball.
No, anything but Fireball and Grey Goose.
Creme de
Yeah,
menthe.
You know.
melon. Ugh.
You're making this really
Oh.
easy to set up like a drinking punishment
Oh hell
for
no.
some video.
You really are. The three things we'll have: Grey Goose, Creme de menthe, and Fireball.
All right.
Well,
no,
to
no,
be
no.
fair-
I have this. I have the idea. We play 2 games back to back, right?
Of
We restart Pickle Park 2, and we play through the
Okay.
entirety of Overcooked 2. Whoever gets upset first.
Oh god.
Yep, there it is.
oh,
There it
Coleman's
is.
gonna be safe then. Coleman doesn't really get upset. He's the one that makes everyone else upset.
Yeah, but you can just piss each other off because like it's
Whoa.
not your fault if you fuck up. Like if you just fuck up and Pickle Park, keep jumping into the death barriers or touching people when you're not
Jarrett.
supposed to. Yeah. I mean,
Alright,
everyone's
Jarrett.
calm until you've been on the same fucking level for 3 hours and you're just like, oh, this is fine.
I didn't.
Everything's okay. I'll kill you and your family.
So like, okay, hold on. In your proposed game here, is it like whoever gets upset first, just in front of you, there's a table of like those 3 shots, and they just have to slam all 3?
Ugh.
No.
Ugh.
Choose
Then
one of
we
the.
go-
I think
And tonight's biggest loser, and we all gather together in a random like Waffle House in, let's say, Southeast Ohio. That way, it's a nuisance for everyone because fuck you all. And we leave them there.
So what if
With
time out,
3 handles,
time out. What if Andrew loses?
Well, it's a good thing he lives in not Southeast Ohio.
is he? Oh yeah, I don't know. He lives Southwest.
he
He lives in
does.
Southwest. We're dumb,
Correct.
Coleman.
Oh,
same
you're
thought.
right.
I
You're
had the
right. I'm
same
sorry.
Ladies and gentlemen,
I'm dumb.
A college
Nice.
student with a degree and
Hey.
a Air Force member who doesn't know
2 people
east
who
from
can
west.
vote.
Hey,
Oh,
I don't want to hear it when we all thought Jared was Jared.
okay. No. That was a coincidence.
We do have evidence. Andrew's editing through the video right now.
Miraculously, that's not going to make the final cut.
It's probably for the best.
God damn it. Just keep it. Keep that clip.
Oh wait, God, Skippy's like, guys, we're stupid.
I
It's-
literally just assumed it was Liam. I literally just thought because the whole thing where
Honestly.
it's always Jared.
I thought Liam just misspelled his name, and I didn't put anything else together. Like, oh, Liam's just being an asshole.
No.
I literally looked. We're playing a game about identifying who's lying, and I'm like, "That's a Liam lie," and I just moved on. I didn't look at it again. I'm like, what does that mean? Jared fart.
on that
God.
note, do we wanna wrap it up here?
Yeah, let's go ahead and everyone
Wrap-
say their
Wrap
piece.
up episode 59.
Remember, kids, if we're wrapping up, you wrap your
Alright.
willies.
Hey, Cole.
Don't add. Hey kids.
Don't talk to the kids. We know you're in touch with the kids, Coleman. All right.
You guys get
We'll
that
see ya.
speed now like fucking eagles.